Yo, this is the scene for Sept of the Howling Winter World, the apocalypse joint. You know it, you love it. Let's start. Emil is sitting because that's all he can do at the moment. And basically just smoking a cigarette. He never smokes. He sure as fuck smoking now. He just blows the smoke. Hoping his problems go with it. They don't. So he takes a deep, heavy sigh.
Or we kill everybody.
Why can't he kill everybody?
I have no issue with killing everybody.
So he waits, he sees Veronica approach, and he's basically like, he just looks at her.
And she nods.
He'll smile at her. And he'll give her a nod.
Since when did you start smoking?
30 years ago? But I stopped.
The smoking you should be doing is smoking the enemy's Karen.
Oh, I was thinking more freeze, but either way, he'll pass over a letter to her.
Raises an eyebrow. Who's the letter from?
I don't even give a shit if this is broadcasted out of game. Guess the name that it's suggesting for me. Fabian. Ethan.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the letter basically says the letter says that that they're sending they basically don't want for this conflict to cause the loss of more lives than it already has.
So there's a blood-curdling scream in the letter? Wow.
My husband pressed an ice pop to my back.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
So what is it read again?
Because Johnny made me go get it, by the way.
God damn it.
And a towel.
The scene is live. Audience, just so you know. So, oh God. The letter basically says that they're challenging the Sept, champion to champion, essentially, and they will be sending their champion on the full moon.
It's the other Sept.
Yep.
So who's our champion fighting them?
He'll look at her and he'll say, "I'm selecting Adelheid."
Good choice.
God.
That's how he would want it.
I don't even remotely care about it, to be honest. It's not where my attention is focused right now.
That's a good idea. You know, you could actually really just hurt Golden Claw's credibility by getting word out there that she's a spiral.
If I do that, then it's going to be a headache because I have to prove it because I'm the one making the accusation. And I'd rather just kill her. So
I'd rather just capture her and do Gaia's vengeful tears.
you don't have that right.
I do not, but I'm sure someone here does.
Seer does, but
Out of game, Veronica could know of the right because she heard of the story with Bailey, but
she did. That's common knowledge, so honestly.
Out of game, she can't learn it because her rituals is only up to 3.
That is not common for non-fellow doctors to have.
It's a level 3, right? But I'm sure we could find someone that could do it. Even if someone's like, hey, ancestor, look what this fucker did.
I think we just want to spill blood.
Oh, but that's always what I want to do. Just like Pinky and the Brain always want to take over the world.
No. I have a theory about that show. It says.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What's the theory?
The theory is that Pinky is the genius and the brain is the insane one.
That makes sense to me. I agree with that one.
Pinky is the one that can read.
Pinky points out the flaws in Brain's plans.
Mm-hmm. Pinky, at several points in the show, has shown a superior intelligence. I mean, the song never says which one is the genius and which one is insane.
And notice
why
that
does Pinky ever do that's insane?
And notice that the title of the show, it's Pinky and the Brain, not Brain and Pinky. It's intentionally put in that order to like mislead you. It's just Pinky is rather simple and carefree that people don't notice that.
I think it's because people always associate bliss with ignorance.
Well, silence is golden, and all Brain does is talk.
He's chain smoking. He pulls on another one.
Damn.
He'll point her. Stand over there.
All right.
Get your baby out of the way.
She just mind links to him. I should have just invited you over when I had Fabienne's wife.
I'm offended you didn't, he says.
Fine, next time I do something like this again, I'll invite you. You had Karen duty. Outer Game Slowly was very, very happy he got his vengeance.
So happy. I'm actually now thinking why wasn't Emil there, actually. Possible deniability. The Alpha couldn't be involved in something like that. It's the only reason I can think of.
Fine, we find if Golden Claw has kids. Or a husband.
I don't think so.
Or the unfortunate thing, hey, you're a captive. Hooray, we're free! You're gonna be a captive for someone else. Wait, what?
My God! Why are you so angry? He like sinks his fingers into her hair and like scruffles it. Mandu.
It's my moon phase.
Galliard. I'm a Galliard too. Did you forget I'm a Galliard? I know I say that, and yet we're actually very similar.
Our game, I'm sure they're very similar.
They are extremely similar.
If they weren't, I'm sure he wouldn't mind that and be like, you're not doing what you're thinking about doing to this man's family.
He pouts. He looks so sad. Bubbles his lip at her.
Is it because you couldn't go to that event?
No. It's because I miss my husband.
What
The great Jarl of the nation. I don't mind staying here and holding down the fort. I just miss him. I haven't been able to dig up a lover to keep me busy while he's gone. He puts a good fist on his chin.
Emil, you
Yes.
said we needed proof of Golden Claw being a spiral. Wouldn't Fabian
Oh
know?
my God, yes. My
Wouldn't
mind,
Fabian...
didn't. That's not where my mind went. Wow, that's not where my mind went.
Wouldn't Fabian know that?
Probably.
If Fabian confessed that, that would actually be your proof.
I
Hey,
mean, I'm
if
just fine raising the scepter to the ground. It's fine.
if you're gonna have it crash and burn, it might as well go out with a bang.
Well, not.
Plus, there's multiple tribes there. Who knows if they hear this? I'm sure there's other people that will gladly take up torches.
Very true. He smiles to her.
Because a lot of her control is based on the illusion that she's a queen.
Come on.
When people realize they've been had by a spiral, it'll get people to question themselves. It will allow us to allow different control. However, because it is multi-tribal, we do have an advantage that we can understand different members there.
What are you going to do with yourself when this is all over?
Out of game, I'm still figuring that out because there's a lot of options with her. The main thing that she would just admit is she would just keep going for higher rank. Because the problem with out of game with a Karen is you're anchored. Out of game also too. I didn't mention, my character hasn't mentioned this to everybody because she's very ambitious for this. She's going to go for a Margrave title or higher at one point.
Keep telling you.
I don't care how ridiculous the title is. I don't care how ridiculous the goal is. It is an amazing goal if accomplished.
Go for it, boo boo. So he just kind of looks down sadly.
I think the one thing that I have been thinking about doing is figure out who we're going to place to that Karen when this is all over.
I don't even know. I need to figure it out fast.
Is that what's been bothering you? Or you're just still missing your husband?
I'm kind of smirk softly. Both. I miss him, but I mean, just shrug. It's what it is. I knew what I was getting into. I knew when we got married, this would be what it was. He's great Jarl. Just grumpy. I'm a grumpy old man.
Veronica's gonna summon her Stormcrow. Harlow. And she's gonna ask Harlow to get our champion Adelheid information on Golden Claw's champion.
It will fly off to do that.
This way Amoosh gets some advantage. Whether he takes it or not is
Still-
his discretion, but he could have the advantage.
So say I still have to ask him, but he looks at her like he's not even gonna fucking say no. It's not a question.
I've known Adelheid long enough that he would definitely do it. He is willing to lay his life down on the line, but the champion thing. The only thing I know with him is he will be vocal if he's going to be a champion, what terms that he wants. Me, my attitude is fuck you, I'm a Shadow Lord.
That's your attitude with everything, though. I swear to God, like when you go to the store and you have to swipe a debit card, fuck you, I'm a Shadow Lord.
I'm quite sure it's more of people are intimidated and they give me their things.
I see.
They're not stolen, they give them to me.
As a queen should be given her proper tribute.
Exactly.
Shakes his head. You know, more and more you remind me of Daenerys Stormborn, right?
Oh, really?
Except not quite so hateable. Like, I really hate Daenerys Stormborn.
Daenerys, and I still have to read the books, but Daenerys, they put her on a high pedestal, and certain things she has easier than others.
I could go on about this all night.
I like House Lannister.
You would. I'll fucking shake his head.
Like, I would be okay pulling a red wedding on those guys.
Well, somebody has to get married for that to happen?
I mean, hell, all we just have to do is find out what pub that some of them go to drink, and, well, accidents happen.
Well, not.
Now, here's my other question. I'm sure Fabienne, with what Theo and I learned with him, is going to keep his end of the deal and honor it more than he's saying. Not just because he's an elder Silverfang, but because he's ashamed of what he got put into.
Well, not.
What do we do with him? Were you planning to keep him here or bring him back to Connecticut?
He's staying here. He's with Theo.
I know that.
And Theo's not letting go of him.
Theo is really attached to him. Out of game, are those two in a relationship?
Yes, I get that. Yeah, he took him as his mate.
That's hilarious.
I know, right?
Theo's trying to copy me. Get two mates, two husbands. What missions are you planning to have for taking down the Sept?
I'm throwing a dragon at them.
What kind?
A big one. A very angry fey dragon.
Out of game, it should have been Typhoon.
He smiles at her.
Should have been Typhoon. But I'm okay with the Fade Dragon as well. They won't know what's going on.
I'm not. I've set Corey and Zhang Li to. I've set Corey and Zhang Li to contain him and make sure that he doesn't violate the cairn in taking apart the set.
Why don't you just be a jerk and throw a disease at him when you awaken spirit?
You don't think a goddamn dragon is a disease? It's a fucking plague. I'm going salted earth. Do you understand how angry I am? I had somebody says, Emil, why don't you just let it go? No, because the Fury of Fenris is going to rain down on that set.
Take out Fabian's wife's skin.
That's what I have you for. Because he squeezes them.
Her skull's at my house with her spirit. Oh, it's sitting right next to Victor's. So we have all these going on. Third idea you should do? Even though they have their champion, you know those fuckers are gonna cheat, right?
Hmm?
You know those fuckers are gonna cheat, right?
Battlehead's good at that, though.
I don't mean just the fight. I have a feeling they're probably gonna do some of their underhanded shit.
You don't think that it's cheating for me to bring a dragon into this fight?
Well, they didn't put any terms of rules.
I'm odd.
There are Bonars at the Karen. Fianna, Black Fury, and Geta Fenris. You think the Bonars might know something? Sure, they're not treated respectfully.
I'll tilt his head and give that consideration.
Out of game, everyone overlooks the Bonars.
Yeah, that's kind of their power, though.
I'm sorry, what?
That's kind of their power.
Yeah.
He'll even say that. He'll say, part of the power of Bonar is that they are often overlooked.
And I'm sure the way this Karen is set up here, there's certain things they might like. With that, everyone has a voice.
Come on.
Out of game, Johnny, are you just running one big event for this, or are you doing multiple games?
I'm gonna figure it out. I'm gonna figure out what works best with people's schedules and things like that.
Okay. Because if you want, I don't mind like taking the Night Riders and just like go in there and do some sulkery.
You should definitely hook up with John Lee and what's her name? Corey for that.
What time is their game?
We've got to work it out. We gotta trust it out. So, that part out. But we'll all figure it out.
Okay.
And
I just
some stuff can be backplayed. It doesn't literally have to be played on the day of it. It's not
okay.
No, it's not like it's actually going to have to happen under the full moon. I'm not that hardcore.
Cool. Do you want me to see if I can get some Bonars as allies?
Sure. I'll smile.
Outer game, I'd probably just take the Moon Bridge to Salem and then head to Connecticut. That would probably be like the best bet.
Yeah.
Did you want to do that a different game day so you can plan that? Okay, that answers.
Emil smiles at her. I both love and loathe the fact that you're my goddaughter. You know that, right?
Oh, really?
I love it because you're my goddaughter. I loathe it because I don't believe in God.
Outer game, he could believe in Grandfather Thunder.
He believes in the awesome power of Grandfather Thunder, who by all rights technically is as close to the Christian God as you're getting.
Yep.
So he'll floof her hair and he'll put an arm around her and walk for a bit with her.
Okay.
It's one of those things where she's talking to him about all of this stuff, and he is paying attention to it. He's doing his duty. He's doing what he has to do as an alpha, but you can tell he's also a little distracted.
Yeah.
And it's not she has a feeling it's not just it's not just what's his name? Oh my god, what's his
Elias.
name? Elias. Thank you. Fuck, I'm looking at somebody else's name, so it's throwing me off. It's not just Elias. There's other stuff too that has him distracted.
And he's not choosing to talk about it, so.
It's pretty late and he's had a long day.
Yeah.
And he'll just smile at her. Unfortunately, because of the trials of the Sept right now, my own are set aside. The Sept needs me to prioritize it first.
Well, that's when you have people like me deal with the stuff that is not part of the big set positions.
Well, some of it is stuff that's not really things that can be handled by someone else.
That's unfortunate.
I know. Why can't you just fix everything?
Whatever I
Please.
can't kill, whatever I can't fix, I'm just gonna kill more people.
Can your Stormcrow give me a blowjob?
I'm not sure he'd appreciate that. And I'm not sure how Grandfather Thunder would be.
He'll
His
smirk at her with just the most fucking precious look. He's like, "Can you?"
No.
He can't even say it with a straight face. She can tell
I
he's
know he's
joking.
busting my
He
chops.
does. He can't say it with a straight face. He smiles.
Outer game, I'd be in so much trouble doing that.
God, fucking hell, Sully would murder you. Jesus, he'd kill her.
Sully, what do you think my tribe would do? Be like, this is what you use our gifts for?
Right? Oh no. Okay, I'll explain that one later then. Okay. Woof. Woof. He'll press his finger to her nose and go boop. Okay, I'm going to go get fantastically drunk, actually, probably, and then drunk ballet dance, and I don't know, take a long shower and go to sleep. I dance 2 hours every day before I go to bed.
Everyone has their thing.
What do you do?
Out of game, she has a lot of sex, or she's watching sappy love movies with one of her husbands,
Right?
or
He's
playing
like,
chess.
you know those bath bombs that turn your water black?
Yeah,
You use those, don't you?
sometimes.
Oh God. That's
Or I
so
just fall asleep to Netflix.
you watch movies. What do you watch? Faces of Death.
When I was younger, I did. I'm
What
not
do you
really.
watch? What's the last thing you watched?
What was the movie that Sully asked me to watch with him? That Robin Williams one.
Oh, they watched What Dreams May Come.
Yeah, that was what she watched. She watched that in City of Angels.
He just shakes his head like, wait, what? What? It's blink. I'm confused. It just walks off like done for the day. I'm going home.
And she doesn't give a shit. Because at,
Wave.
'cause at the
Bye.
end of the day, it changes nothing.
Right. You're just so confused. He's gonna go home.
Good. I hope he
Okay, well,
is.
good, fine. I'm in the scene now. Thank you, players, for playing it. There you are, just watching. Bye.